Sprinturf's state-of-the-art extrusion facility is located in Dadeville, Alabama. The plant houses 8 monofilament, slit tape, and monotape extruders, along with twisting, texturizing, and other ancillary processes. The plant has been in operation since 1997, and over the years has supplied turf fibers for the likes of FieldTurf, AstroTurf, SportX, ProGrass, Mondo, and SprintTurf. Our analysis of industry data shows that field failures over the last decade are primarily due to yarn failures. This is the reason SprintTurf produces all their fibers in-house and in America. And SprintTurf is the only company in North America that does so. Our first stop is monofilament. A critical part of any extruder is the dosing system that meters in resin and the various additives that provide a fiber its color and UV properties. Small variations in dosing can lead to big changes in the field's performance 2 to 3 years down the road. Additives used overseas are often not subject to strict US standards on lead and heavy metals. SprintTurf is therefore 100% American-made. This is the reason SprintTurf uses the highest technology gravimetric dosers. The resins and additives are melted and forced through dies that have specific shapes that give fibers properties such as bounce-back resiliency. The rest of the line imparts various pre-programmed physical properties such as strength and shrinkage to the fibers. Finished fibers are wound on packages and sent to twisting. Our next stop is slit tape extrusion. Once again, resins and additives are subject to strict quality controls. Almost all of our athletic resins originate from Dow and ExxonMobil, and we have R&D relationships with both companies to ensure the highest caliber of polymers. The slit tape process is different from monofilament in that the melted polymer is not forced through holes in a die, but is forced into a sheet. SprintTurf uses a gamma ray system to continuously measure the thickness of the sheet, so deniers are always consistent. Most competitors choose not to invest in a gamma ray system and instead try to randomly measure denier after the fact. The sheet is then slit into tapes, hence the name in slit tape. These tapes are then heated, cooled, and stretched to develop their physical properties, and then fed over a pinroll that imparts the fibrillation to the fibers. The finished product then goes to the twisting process, where a small amount of twist is added to aid in the tufting process. We can also texturize our fibers. This texturizing process creates a crimp in the fiber that is used in landscape and sports field products as a thatch zone. All the finished products are then sent to our tufting and coating facility in Chatsworth, Georgia. SprintTurf maintains a full-service in-house lab. We operate Instrons for yarn strength, spectrophotometers to measure color, lubricant tests, twisting tests, and other process checks. We also have in-house accelerated QUV weatherometers that we cross-check with independent outside tests for UV stability. And we operate a Lisport accelerated wear tester for product durability. In summary, SprintTurf operates only one of 2 full-service yarn facilities in the US with the most modern equipment in the world. We hope you enjoyed the brief tour, and we will now visit the tufting and coating plant. SprintTurf's tufting and coating facility is located in Chatsworth, Georgia. Like SprintTurf's fiber facility in Dadeville, Alabama, the Chatsworth facility is committed to American manufacturing and American jobs. The plant houses tufting machines in a variety of gauges, polyurethane coating, recyclable hot melt coating, and other ancillary processes. The plant has been under ITS SprintTurf control since 2004, and over the years has supplied complete turf products to most artificial turf companies, including FieldTurf, Hellas Construction, SportX, ProGrass, Mondo, and SprintTurf. The yarn fiber is shipped from the Dadeville extrusion facility and stored in the Chatsworth warehouse. Again, SprintTurf produces all their fibers in-house and in America, and SprintTurf is the only company in North America that does so. Our first stop is tufting. SprintTurf has tufting machines with a wide variety of gauges, ranging from 3/16 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch. Several of the machines are new high-speed tufters with dual feed systems and dual creels. These dual feed systems are required when producing dual fiber systems, such as SprintTurf's UltraBlade DF and UltraBlade MM products, as well as landscape products that contain a thatch zone. After the products are tufted to the required specifications, the rolls of turf are staged for coating. Our next stop is polyurethane coating. A polyurethane coating is applied to the back of the tufted turf to lock in the fibers, known as tuff bind, and to provide additional stability to the finished turf. SprintTurf's polyurethane coater is dedicated to synthetic turf only, unlike most of the competitive coaters that will also run carpet products. SprintTurf has a proprietary polyurethane formulation that yields the best tuff bind in the industry. Our in-house compounding provides maximum control over the coating formulation and consistency from batch to batch. Perforations are provided for drainage. Our perforation pattern allows for the most consistent drainage in the industry. SprintTurf also has a hot melt coating system for landscape products that is self-draining and 100% recyclable. Quality control checks are performed against specifications on every roll produced in both tufting and coating. In addition, a gel time, viscosity, and water test is performed on every batch of polyurethane we produce. We also operate a Lisport accelerated wear tester for product durability. Once tufting and coating are complete, the finished SprintTurf product is carefully wrapped and brought into the warehouse prior to being shipped to customers across the United States. We hope you enjoyed the brief tour of our manufacturing facilities. We will now visit a location where one of our SprintTurf fields is being installed. Whether a new artificial turf field is being installed for the first time or the turf is being replaced, the design and quality of the foundation or base is extremely important. SprintTurf constructs the base with in-house experts, and we also utilize construction partners that have been trained in SprintTurf standards. All bases go through extensive quality control testing prior to the installation of artificial turf, which includes drainage testing, planarity, compaction, and other critical testing. When the base has been completed, the rolls of finished turf are shipped from the Chatsworth facility to the field location. SprintTurf uses in-house crews to install the turf, as well as certified installation companies. SprintTurf installers are considered the best in the industry, with many years of turf installation experience. The turf is unrolled and seamed together. SprintTurf sews its seams utilizing the most up-to-date sewing technology available. After all the panels are seamed together, the special markings on the field, such as yardage markers, specific sports lines, hash marks, logos, and others, are cut and inlaid into place. Once the field is completely installed, an extensive 20-point quality control inspection is personally done by SprintTurf's manager of installations prior to adding any infill material. The final installation step is to add the infill. SprintTurf's research and development efforts have always focused on athlete safety, and as a result, we introduced our patented all-rubber infill system aimed at decreasing the concerns associated with sand infill. SprintTurf's patented 100% all-rubber system is non-abrasive to both the athlete and the turf fibers, and is the recommended system for football. For applications that require a little firmer playing surface, such as field hockey and baseball, SprintTurf provides a rubber-sand infill combination. Prior to turning the field over to the end user, SprintTurf conducts an extensive maintenance training program for the customer to ensure the field remains in top shape for many years. When it comes time to replace an artificial turf field, SprintTurf removes the old field using technology that separates the infill material from the turf. This will allow for the reuse of the materials, either in new installations or other applications. You have now had a brief tour of our fiber manufacturing, our tufting and coating manufacturing, and our construction installation process. From resin pellet to game day, SprintTurf is proud to offer you this one-stop buying experience. And we invite you to call or visit us anytime. We're committed to making the world a safer place to play.